अब हम आपको सीधे लिए चलते हैं जगन्नाथपुरी, जहां रथ यात्रा महोत्सव अपने पूरे शबाब में है और देश विदेश के भक्तों की भारी भीड़ उमड़ पड़ी है भगवान जगन्नाथ, भगवान बलभद्र और उनकी बहन सुभद्रा के दर्शन के लिए।
विरहागन रैन संजोवती है, हम ही अपनी दशा जाने सखी, मिसी सोवती किदों रोवती है। कब नींद कब आती है, रो रो करके दिन रात गुजर जाती है। वो छोटा सा ये नंदघोष, क्योंकि आज सब श्याममय हो गया, इसीलिए भगवान के कहते हैं, भक्त कहता है प्रभु आप तो, आपके तो विरह में हम अत्यंत व्याकुल हो गए हैं। इसीलिए कहा कि काले परे कोश चली चली थक गए पाए। दूर दूर से हम आए आपको दर्शन के लिए, लेकिन देख नहीं पाए। लेकिन उसी भाव को प्रकट करते हैं भारतेंदु हरिश्चंद्र। काले परे कोश चली चली थक गए पाए, सुख के कसाले परे ताले परे नस के, रोए रोए नयन में रोले परे जाले परे, मदन के पाले परे प्राण पर वस के। हरिचंद्र अंगहु हवाले परे रोगन के, सोगन के भाले परे तन बल खस के। पगन में छाले परे नाधी वे को नाले परे, तो लाल लाले परे रावरे दरस के। प्रभु आपके दर्शन के लिए हम लालायित हैं, इसीलिए प्रभु आप पूर्ण ब्रह्म हो ना, पूर्ण ब्रह्म के दर्शन के लिए हम लालायित है। व्यापक ब्रह्म सवै थल पूरन, हे हम हूँ पहचानती हैं, पै बिना नंद लाल विहाल सदा, हरिचंदन ज्ञान ही ठानती है। तुम उधो यही कहियो उनसो, हम और कछु नहीं जानती है। प्रिय प्यार तिहार तिहारे बिना, अखियाँ दुखियाँ नहीं मानती हैं। प्रभु आपके बिना ये नेत्र और किसी को देखने को नहीं तरसता, नहीं तरसता। जय जगन्नाथ, जय जगन्नाथ, जय जगन्नाथ।
Jai Jagannath, all the glories to the Lord Jagannath. The sea of people is getting thicker and thicker, and everybody is jostling against each other to touch the rope. But sadly what happens, only 4 cables are tied to the chariots. Not all people they can pull the chariot, but still then everybody wants to come to the road. That is the grand road. It has got enough of space to accommodate everybody. And those who are not able to be accommodated on the road, they are perched on every possible vantage spots. All over the buildings, all around are the grand road. Even on the trees also. And all the lanes and by-lanes and the inner roads are packed with the devotees. At least they want to have a glimpse of the movement of the Lords. And in the yesteryears, particularly the last 2 years, there was restriction of the movement of the devotees to the grand road. And even the people were not allowed to be perched upon the different buildings and structures. So that was in confirmation to the COVID guidelines, and that the government of Odisha here, the local government, followed very meticulously and ritually. The thing is that all the people, they are coming to the grand road to touch the, to hit the grand road, to just stand on the grand road, just to set foot on the grand road, or just to, if they are lucky enough, they can get a chance to pull the chariot, or they can touch the chariot or the ropes also. Because that is the madness. And this is the madness to be in the close proximity of the Lord. Believers are jostling to touch the ropes. And here is the sea of crowd, and one can watch if people are able to catch the movement of the people there on the television screen, they can understand how they move. With the slow movement of the chariot, the people are also on the move. And people, they want to set the foot on the grand road, or to see for themselves the Lord in their own eyes. And then it's all a madness. And this is the madness of man. And everybody wants to touch the chariot or to the ropes, or if not possible, even touch the servitor or a ritualist or a functionary of the temple. Because everything or everybody, innate and inanimate, has attained that divinity. And this is same thing like Michelangelo years back had painted on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Vatican City. The creation of man or creation of Adam. That is the painting, the world famous painting to which people throng every year and every day to have a look at it, because this is the essence of life. The painting that Italian artist Michelangelo had painted, that forms a part of the ceiling in Sistine Chapel in Vatican. This illustrates the creation of the mankind from the book of Genesis in Bible, in which God gives life to Adam, the first man. God creating the human life. And that is the picture when Adam as a man is trying to take out his stretched arm, trying to touch the finger of the God. Because Adam wants to be energized. That is the feeling that everybody finds here. People, they want to touch, hit the grand road, touch the rope, touch the chariot, and whatever thing is possible to be touched. Because they want to be energized. They want to bring a change to their life. This is what happens. The right arm of the God is obstructed to touch the man whose arm is expected to touch God. Mesmerizing effect we find here on the parts of the believers on the grand road. Magical ambience on the grand road. Memorable experience one sets to have on the grand road. But the effect that one understands is the theme and the epitome of it. That is the message of love. Even though the government had decided there would be less number of saboteurs and the gong beaters, the number of gong beaters that cannot be changed, but many people they have gone to the floor of the chariot, so that is the but the arrangement had been made just to allow a good audience or to good view to the people, those who are on different parts of the grand road, near and far. And everybody wants to touch everybody. Yes, we can see, get to see the large two eyes of Lord Jagannatha. People believe if the eyes can meet, then there comes the moment of salvation and they would be energized. And stage is all set and ready for the further movement. And everybody wants to touch each other. Now touch is an expression of love, and this is a celebration of love. And this is the festival of love. People in large numbers. Government expected that there would be 10, hundreds and thousands of footfalls here. But what I can understand, that it is much more than that. Because people could not be stopped, because they had been stopped because of the government regulations, and they were not allowed to be a part of the celebrations for the last 2 years because of the pandemic effects. But it is much more than that. And that proves the devotion, that proves the frenzy, that proves the madness, and that proves the effect of mesmerizing effect of the Lord himself. Everybody wants to touch everybody. And this festival is a great equalizer. When they are pulling the chariots, nobody is asking who is standing next to me. Whether he is a powerful person or a less powerful person, wealthy or not wealthy, educated, uneducated, urban and rural person, nobody bothers about that, because this is the sea of people here, and in the sea of people a drop of water has no existence. Because this is the unity we find, this is the unity of love, this is the unity of devotion. And Lord is love. Lord is forgiving. I had been telling, these are the holy motifs on the draping of the chariot belonging to the goddess Subhadra. And every motif had some significance for the spread of love, for the spread of happiness, for the spread of humanism all over the world. And this is what is there. And people, they come here to be blessed, to be granted boons, and to be pardoned also. Because Lord himself is understood to be the greatest Redeemer, the Savior of the fallen. Believers come here in hundreds of numbers and thousands to be blessed and to be redeemed. That is the eventual surrender to the Supreme Soul. People will never be the same once they see him here. Their life, their homes would not be the same. They come forward to see him, to hear the voice of love, the voice of hope. There is the incantation and there is the shouting of Jai Jagannath. All glories to Jagannath. Everybody is singing the glory of Jagannath, Lord Jagannath. And there is the navigator, or we can call him to be the cheerleader. He is adding more cheer to the people there, the eager devotees, those who are there to pull the chariots. There are 4 cables attached to each of the chariots. And these cables are and woven out of the coir fibers. And the people, those who are very close to the chariot, on the 4 cables, they are the service personnel or the police forces, because they have to see that the cables are not moved to the extreme left or right, because the distance between the cables, they are to be proportionate at the end of it, where